Hello. Happy Monday, you guys. We are super late tonight. I just literally got back from the gym like 10 minutes ago, but I was like, I'm going live. I'm going to talk to my YouTube community tonight. So just waiting while everyone joins us. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great start to the new week. I hope you guys did something very productive. Hope you guys ate healthy, right? Today's Monday, so a lot of you guys like to start your lifestyle changes on Mondays. Monday's like the golden day of changing your life. Everybody wants to start on Monday, so today was Monday, so I hope you actually started. Hello. Hi, guys. I'm so excited about tonight's topic. This is definitely a good one. I say this like every live, but like this one's really a good live. So tonight's topic is going to be how to stay motivated during your weight loss journey. I know a lot of you guys struggle with that. I've struggled with that. So I cannot wait to dive into this topic with you guys. Just gonna give it a few more seconds for more people to join us. Hello, happy Monday, you guys. I'm so happy to have y'all here. And of course, always feel free to leave comments below. I will do my best to read them while I talk to you guys. It is a super chat, so if you guys want to donate to the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. All donations will go towards bettering the channel, buying better equipment, educating myself even further so that I can pass along all this great knowledge to you guys. Also, make sure you guys check out my website. My one-on-one coaching has launched. So if you guys are interested in online coaching, definitely make sure you guys fill out a form. And if you have not already, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hello. Also, make sure you guys check out my YouTube memberships. I have different tiers depending on what it is that you guys are looking for. And my top tier, I do offer videos where I'm actually working out with you guys. They're going to be a mix of at-home workout videos and gym videos, so you don't want to miss that. All right, we have a good number of people in here. I'm so excited. Hello, happy Monday. So tonight's topic is how to stay motivated on your weight loss journey. This is definitely a good one, you guys. Okay. I know it can be hard, right? When you first decide that you want to lose weight, no matter how much weight it is that you want to lose, whether you want to lose 10 pounds, 30 pounds, 100 plus pounds, like whatever it is, you're probably super motivated, right? Like you're probably like throwing out all of your junk food in your fridge and your pantry. You probably set up a gym membership, right? You're just ready to lose this weight. However, as time passes, maybe a few hours or a few days or even a few weeks, the motivation just kind of like goes womp. And you're just kind of like, to hell with this, right? Like, what is the point of this? Why am I torturing myself? Fuck weight loss. I'm happy being me, right? Okay, I'm glad that you're happy being you, but we are on a lifestyle change and I want you guys to make sure that you stick with it. So I have some ideas and things that can really help you stay motivated. First and foremost, I do want you guys to know that it's not motivation that keeps you losing weight, okay? So I really want us to get that misconception out of our head. It's not motivation, it's discipline. You have to be disciplined in order to continue down your weight loss journey, continue down your fitness journey, whatever journey you're on. And this can even be applied to anything, okay? It's not just weight loss. Hi, you guys. I'm so glad you guys are watching. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already, and feel free to send a super chat if you want to donate to the channel. So it's not motivation, you guys, that keeps you on your journey, okay? It's not. It's discipline. And a lot of us lack discipline. Okay? I know I lacked discipline when I first started my weight loss journey, and I have been yo-yo dieting for years and years, you guys. For those of you guys who don't know, I've lost 115 pounds. For those of you guys who are new to my channel, just stopping by, I lost it all naturally, meaning that I did not do any weight loss surgeries. I did not take any appetite suppressant pills or anything like that. I literally changed how I ate. I'm vegan. and I started working out, okay? And over the course of 15 months, I've managed to lose 115 pounds, okay? So that's a little backstory for me, or of me, for those of you guys who are new to my channel. And it's discipline. It is so hard to lose weight. And it's hard to keep the weight off, you guys. It's a challenge. A lot of people struggle with it. A lot of people end up gaining their weight back because they have not grasped the concept of discipline. Whether you get weight loss surgery or not, if you do not learn how to apply discipline to your life, you will more than likely gain all that weight back and then some, okay? Discipline is doing what you don't feel like doing, but you have to do it, or you know you have to do it because you know you have a goal, okay? You're not gonna be happy getting up every day and going to the gym. You're not gonna always feel like it. You're not gonna always feel like eating right. Think about going to work. Most people in the United States do not like their job, okay? There's a very small percentage of people who actually like what they do. A very, very small percentage. For everybody else, people go to work because why? They have to pay bills, they have a family to take care of, maybe they're saving for something, whatever it is, you're going to work for money most of the time, right? It's not because you just love your job. That's discipline. Believe it or not, that's discipline. You don't feel like getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is. You don't feel like putting in 8 hours or 12 hours at your job. Most days you don't. Maybe you might feel a little motivated on Friday, right? Because it's the weekend after that. But for the most part, you don't feel like doing that shit. But you do it, right? That's discipline. That's the same mindset you have to have when it comes to losing weight. And a lot of us fail to adapt that mindset because we don't look at it the same way. We don't look at it as, okay, well, this is providing me a paycheck by going to my job, whereas losing weight, there's no money involved. Well, actually there is. There is money involved. And I want y'all to understand that if you don't change how you eat, if you don't get the weight off, there's a long list of prescriptions in your future, right? Diabetes medicine, high blood pressure medication, cholesterol medication. There's a lot of things that go along with being overweight. And of course, you can always have the argument of, well, not everybody who's healthy is not going to have these issues. That may be true, but you can also do your part. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can control a lot of other things, right? If you can prolong when you become a diabetic, why not? If you can prevent high blood pressure on your end, why not? If you can prevent high cholesterol on your end, why not, right? If you can play your role and do what you need to do, why not do it, right? But we don't look at it like that a lot of the times. So I want you guys to understand, you have to adopt a disciplined mindset, okay? It's not always gonna be fun and it's not always gonna be easy. If it was easy, most people would not be overweight. I won't say all, but most people will not be overweight, okay? Being overweight is really hard. I know it was for me. Do you know how hard it is to go up a flight of steps when you're over 100 pounds overweight? Like, do you know how difficult that is? Okay, because I do. I used to live on the second floor, and that was a challenge. And don't let me have forgot something in my car, and now I have to go back down the steps, okay? That's hard. And imagine being on the phone and you have to do that. And you got to try to pretend like you're not out of breath, but you're out of breath, but you don't want the person on the phone to hear that you're really out of breath. Yeah, been there, done that. Okay. It's hard to be overweight. It's hard going clothes shopping, knowing that I'm not going to like how I look in anything that I try on, but I have to get this dress because I volunteered to come to a wedding, right? Or an event or whatever it is. And you have to show up. You don't have anything to wear because nothing fits anymore, right? That's hard. Getting out of bed in the morning and being sore, and I ain't even did nothing. Back hurt, feet hurt, knees hurt, just getting out the bed. That's hard. Okay, I've lived it. I know how hard it is. And it's like you have to get to a point in your life where you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. You're either going to continue to live like that and it be hard, or you can change and it's still going to be hard, but on the other side of that is feeling better about yourself, liking your body, not being not being out of breath going up a flight of steps, not being in pain for no reason, right? Our knees are not meant to carry 100 plus pounds overweight, 50 plus pounds overweight. That's not, our joints weren't designed for that, y'all. Our back was not designed for that, okay? It wasn't. Our feet were not designed for that. If they were, it wouldn't be so hard to move and be overweight like that, okay? There's a reason why you're in pain. Most of the time it's because of the weight that you have on you, right? And it's the food that we eat when we're overweight. We're not eating anything that's nourishing our body and replenishing our nutrients. I know for myself, I ate a lot of fast food. A lot of fast food. I rarely ever ate vegetables. I rarely ever ate vegetables. There would be days where I wouldn't eat any vegetables. Think about it. If I went to McDonald's for breakfast and got a breakfast sandwich and a hash brown, there's no vegetables there. If I went to Chick-fil-A for lunch, where's the vegetable? The little piece of lettuce that they put on the damn chicken deluxe sandwich? That's the vegetable. And then for dinner, let's say I went and got like a two-piece fried fish with fries or whatever, or chicken wings. There's no vegetables there either. So no wonder I feel like shit because I'm not eating anything that's nourishing my body. Where's the fruit? I never really ate fruit unless it was like an apple pie. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Unless it was like an apple pie or a peach cobbler, like that's like the only time I ever ate fruit. I'm just keeping it 100. Like, so that's what I'm saying. It's hard being overweight. And then the confidence, like just the self-esteem. I know for myself, I have very low self-esteem. And at the time, I didn't even realize that was low self-esteem. I just thought that was just being who I am. No, it was low self-esteem. Reflecting back on it and reflecting back on how I felt about myself, that was low self-esteem, okay? But it doesn't have to be that way. So I want you guys to understand that and think about that when you're trying to decide if you should continue on your weight loss journey or not, because either path is hard, but you have to choose which hard you want to do, right? I'm telling you, for myself, losing all this weight, I've been so much happier. I've been so much happier, okay, with my body, mentally, everything, okay? So choose your hard. That's discipline. You're not always gonna feel like it, y'all. Most of the time, you're not. I love going to the gym. I love it. Like, I am definitely a gym rat. I love lifting weights. Like, that's like my thing. Heavy lifting is my thing. But today, for instance, I didn't really want to go. I'm just gonna keep it 100. I did not want to go. Like, it was late. That's why I'm starting my live so late. It's 10 o'clock, 10:15 my time. I'm never really there at 6 o'clock at night, but I had so much to do today and I really didn't have a choice. And I was like, okay, I can either go or not go. Well, because I've adapted discipline in my life and because I like the results that I've been seeing, I love the progress, I decided to still go. Okay? So you have to apply that to your own self, right? When you first start, you might see a couple of changes in your body. You know, the first 2 weeks, you'll see a little bit, but keep going because after 1 month or after 2 months, you're going to see big differences. And it's going to get easier too, you guys. Don't think that, having discipline is going to always be challenging. No, it's actually going to get easier and easier because it's become ingrained. It's your schedule now. Just like eating healthy, like you start to lose a lot of those cravings over time. And then a lot of times I notice for myself, like when I do eat something that I haven't eaten in months, it doesn't even taste the same anymore. Like it's kind of like, I used to eat this every day. Like stuff becomes too sweet. Stuff becomes too salty after a while of not eating it. Okay, so it's gonna get easier, but you have to understand that it takes time for it to get easier, and you do have to be disciplined in order to get to that part of your journey. Okay, so hi you guys, welcome to my live. We are talking about how to stay motivated during your weight loss journey. And again, you guys, this stuff can be applied to so much more than just weight loss. Okay, this could be applied to starting a business, going to school, starting a job, or applying for jobs. Like this could be applied to any and everything. Okay, so I just want you guys to keep that in mind. The next thing that I can say when it comes to staying motivated is changing up your recipes. Sometimes we think that to eat healthy, oh, I can only really eat like salads. You can eat more than just salads. I never eat salads. Salads are so boring to me. If you love a salad, hey, knock yourself out. But for me, salads do not excite me. Like, I think the last time I had a salad was like maybe, I want to say about 4 months ago now. Like, I really don't find salads that fulfilling, to be honest. And there's so many cool things you can do with salads. Don't get me wrong, but they just don't excite me. So sometimes you have to find new recipes. You have to find things that are different so that you can always stay excited to eat healthy. And one big thing I can say to you guys is get on social. Like, instead of being on your feed and looking at stuff that may not better your life at all, like funny videos or, stuff like that, why don't you find content creators who are making healthy foods so that stuff can show up on your feed? Then you can archive those posts, and when you're ready to go to the grocery store, when you're ready to cook something, you can check out the new recipe that you found. And a lot of times that's how I find new stuff all the time. Like, when I'm vegan, you guys, but I don't always know it's like, I know I gotta eat produce, right? Like, I know it's gonna involve fruits and vegetables, right? But there's so many delicious things that you can do with sweet potatoes. There's so many delicious things that you can do with lentils that I would have never thought to do before I started intentionally getting on social to look at recipes of different dinner ideas, different lunch ideas. Okay, so I want you guys to start using Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, whatever social you're on, Facebook, to find new recipes. That way it's going to keep it exciting. That way you're not always eating the same thing all the time. Chicken, 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 for those of you guys who eat meat. Or for vegans, people like always eating salad, or whatever that is. It doesn't have to be that way, okay? A lot of times I'm excited to try new vegan foods because it's new. I've never had it before. I saw it online. They made it look really, really good, and I'm going to make it just like how they made it so that mine can look really, really good, okay? So don't be afraid to venture out and try new things, try new recipes. I had never had hummus before until I became vegan. Like, I know I'm late to the hummus party, okay? But I literally fell in love with hummus after being vegan. But I only discovered hummus because I was on Instagram and somebody made some type of hummus dish. And I was like, that looks really, really good. I tried it and I fell in love with it. And now I'm addicted to hummus, okay? So there's so many different foods and things that you may have never even been exposed to growing up. So don't be afraid to try stuff. Don't be afraid to get on social, find different recipes. Like, that's one of the great things about social is like, there's so many positive things on there. Like, I think a lot of times we harp on the negative stuff, like, oh, social is just a distraction or whatever. It can be, but it can also be a tool to really help you, such as finding new recipes and things, healthy stuff to eat, to make, so that you're excited about your food, right? So you're excited about breakfast. Like, there's so many different breakfast ideas for vegans that I never would have even thought to put together. Like, seriously, like, it's crazy. Like, when I make pancakes, you guys, I make it out of oatmeal. I never would have thought that you could make pancakes out of oatmeal. You sure can. Oatmeal, I use a banana, a little bit of baking powder, apple cider vinegar. What else goes in there? Some almond milk, a little bit of maple syrup, blend all that together. It creates like a pancake mix. Then I put it on the skillet and I put some blueberries and walnuts on it. Oh, y'all. Mm. That is like the best way to make pancakes now. But I would have never in a million years knew that I could make pancakes without using flour. Like, I never would have knew that. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, get on social and find recipes, different things to try, so that you're not always eating the same things over and over again, and then you just kind of slowly go back to your old ways of eating like shit, right? Because you're not going to stay motivated. And then you're gonna get discouraged because you're not losing weight, but it's because you're eating like shit again because you didn't take the time to find new recipes that excited you and make you want to eat healthy. Okay, so make sure you guys are doing that. It's very, very, very important. And when it comes to weight loss, you guys, the gym is just an accessory. Okay, if you really want to lose weight, you have to get it right in the kitchen. You have to eat right before anything else. Okay, you can work out all you want. You can do all of the cardio machines. You can lift all of the weights. You can do it all. But if you don't eat right, you're not going to get the results that you want because food is first. The gym is just the accessory, okay? So I want you guys to keep that in mind. Always be trying to find new recipes and things to try, okay? The next way to stay motivated is to change up your exercise routine. It can get pretty boring doing the same thing over and over again, okay? Trust me, I've been there, I've done that. So let's say you do cardio equipment every time you go to the gym. Switch up the cardio machines. Maybe don't always do the elliptical. Maybe do the elliptical, then do the Stairmaster one day. You could do the bike one day. You could walk on the treadmill one day. I mean, the treadmill is not the best on your joints. So keep that in mind. But the point I'm making is I want you guys to try new things. Don't stick to the same thing, okay? And for those of you guys who are cardio junkies, I really need you guys to start weight training and doing resistance training. A lot of people, especially women, a lot of women think that if you want to lose weight, you need to be on the elliptical for an hour. No, that's not right. I want you to get cardio in, but you really only need about 20 minutes of cardio. The rest of the time that you're at the gym, I want you to be weight training, you guys. I want you guys to be doing some type of resistance training, okay? You don't have to be trying to deadlift 500 pounds, okay? But you do need to incorporate weightlifting into your routine, okay? Hi, thank you so much for joining. That means so much to me. I'm so glad that you made it. This is like a late time for me. Normally I'm on live a little bit earlier, but we're here, right? So I want you guys to make sure that you are incorporating weightlifting, incorporating resistance training, and don't do the same things, okay? Always switch it up. So even if it's glute day, leg day, you don't have to do the same leg exercises every time it's leg day. If it's chest day, you don't have to do the same chest exercises because it's chest day. Like, always switch stuff up, okay? And if you guys sign up for my one-on-one online coaching, I'm constantly giving you guys new exercises to do so that you don't feel bored. When you start to feel bored, you start to fall off the wagon. I'm just keep it real with you. Because you're bored. It's not exciting anymore. You're kind of just like, you know what I mean? And then over time, you're going to stop going. Over time, you're going to stop eating right because it's no longer fulfilling. It's no longer exciting. That's why it's important to change stuff up so that you are always motivated to do what it is that you need to do, right? Of course, you're not going to always be motivated like we just talked about when it comes to discipline, but it'll make it easier for you, okay? The next thing that I want you guys to do is when you lose some weight, reward yourself. And I don't mean by going and getting a cheat meal. That's not what I mean. Always buy yourself something. Support yourself. I want you to start supporting yourself. Let's say you lose 10 pounds. Go and get you a new workout outfit. Reward yourself for all that hard work. Losing 10 pounds is hard. Do you know how much dedication that took? Do you know how much consistency that took? Okay, I don't want you guys to think if you have to lose like 100 pounds or whatever it is, don't sell yourself short. Even if you lose 5 pounds, that's an accomplishment, you guys. That is something to be proud of, which is why I don't want you guys to get stuck on the number of how much weight you have to lose. because it can be overwhelming. It can be daunting if you have 30 plus pounds to lose or 50 plus pounds. Sometimes you might find yourself thinking like, how the hell am I going to lose all of this weight, right? Don't focus on that. Focus on the right here and the right now, okay? So if your 7 days goes by and you weigh yourself and you lost 2 pounds, you're doing great. You're doing great. That means you had to be in a calorie deficit. That means you had to stay in a calorie deficit for at least 6 of those days, right? So that means you did what you were supposed to do more than you didn't do what you were supposed to do, okay? I want you to look at it like that. As long as you do what you're supposed to do most of the time, you're gonna see results. Most of the time, not sometimes, most of the time. As long as you eat right most of the time, you will see results. As long as you exercise most of the time, you will see results, okay? So don't beat yourself up if you mess up for lunch. Get back on track for dinner. Don't mess up for the whole day, okay? I don't want you guys to mess up for breakfast and be like, well, I already messed up, so I might as well just mess up for the whole day. No, 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 no. If you mess up for one meal, get yourself back on track for the next, okay? So in that 24-hour period, you still ate right for most of the day. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what's really important, okay? So reward yourself, pat yourself on the back. You did something really, really good, something most people don't do. So don't beat yourself up. I know I do that a lot, or I used to do that a lot. I used to feel like I had to be perfect with it, okay? There's no such thing as being perfect. That's number one. Number two, give yourself grace. Recognize your weaknesses, of course. If you know that if there's snacks in the house, you're more likely to eat them, then don't put snacks in the house. You know what I mean? Don't buy a bag of chips and stick them in the back of the pantry and be like, oh, I'm not gonna touch these. And then you still end up touching these. Just don't buy them at all. Don't go to the grocery store hungry and then you're picking up junk food while you're waiting in line to check out. You know what I mean? Make sure you guys don't set yourself up for failure. Learn yourself. That's what I mean by learning your weaknesses, because if you can learn and figure out like when you're more likely to cheat or when you're more likely to mess up, you can try to change those things so that you don't mess up. You get what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. I hope that's helping you guys so far. The next thing and the most important thing, definitely me, late night snacking is a problem. Yes, I used to be the same way. I did. I really used to be the same way, which is why I stopped keeping the food in the house. When you make it convenient, you're more likely to do it. So let's say it's late at night and you want a bag of chips. Well, if you don't keep chips in the house, that's gonna require you to get up out of your house. That means you have to get dressed. You might have to brush your teeth. That means you have to get in your car. That means you have to drive down the street, right? That means you have to do all of these things to get to this bag of chips. You're less likely to do that because it's gonna be too much work. Just like if I used to love DoorDash and Uber Eats and stuff. So I actually uninstalled the app from my phone because I knew that if I kept the app on there, especially because I do free delivery, I was more likely to order some crap on there and have it delivered. So I would delete the app. So that way I'm less likely to order. Of course, I might still re-download the app, but I'm less likely because now I'm not getting those notifications, right? So that's something you guys can do to make it easier to stay on track as well. And the very last thing, which is why I said it for last, this is the biggest thing. You need to determine your why. Because if you can determine why you want to lose weight, and it can't just be because you want to look better, it's got to be deeper than that. If you can choose why you want, or if you can figure out why you want to lose weight, every single time you think about cheating or falling off or not going to the gym or exercising or whatever it is, you can reflect back on that. You can reflect back on that. For me, my why was I was tired of hating my body. And not just hating it because I didn't like the way I looked, so the physical, hating how I felt. Like I said at the beginning of the live, like going up a flight of stairs was so hard. And I didn't always used to be overweight, okay? I was overweight as a child, But then I lost a lot of weight when I started playing basketball in high school and in college. So I had experienced what it felt like to be a healthy weight. I experienced that I'm not always out of breath doing simple things. I'm not always breathing hard. Okay, so I knew what that felt like. And then I gained all the weight after I graduated college and stopped being active. I gained it over time. But I knew what that felt like. And I missed that. I missed not being able to exercise and literally feel like I'm gonna pass the fuck out, okay? You can be tired, but to feel like you're gonna pass out after only being on the elliptical for like 5 minutes, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all, okay? And then everyone in my family was a diabetic. So I didn't want to live like that, right? I didn't want to have high blood pressure. Everyone in my family has high blood pressure. I didn't want to always have to take a pill for something, okay? If I can avoid taking pills, then I won't have a big bag of pills when I'm 60. Have you guys seen, like, not even 60, like there are people who literally, like if you ever go into a doctor's, I used to work at a hospital, so I've seen these things. There are people who have like literally a whole Ziploc bag, a big gallon bag of pills that they take daily, like every day, maybe twice or 3 times a day. Now, I'm not saying everything that they take is because of their weight. I'm not saying that. I don't know what's wrong with them. But the point I'm making is I didn't want to have to carry a bag of medicine with me when I get older. So if I can do my part on my end, then I'm confident that the rest will be worked out. That's how I truly feel. And you may or may not feel that way. Your why could be different from my why. I remember my grandmother always having all of these pills that she had to take every single day, multiple times a day. And most of her pills was because of her weight. Okay, she had high cholesterol, she was a diabetic, she had high blood pressure. These are things that she could have prevented if she knew. A lot of people don't know. You know, a lot of people, if you come from a family where everyone's big, that's your normal. Everyone's big to you, right? That's normal to you. But I think because I had that background of playing basketball, I was around exercise for a while, I was around eating right for a while, so I was able to see that that doesn't have to be my normal. You know what I mean? So you have to figure out your why. If you can figure that out, then you're able to stay on your path and stay more motivated and, of course, disciplined. Why you decided to make a change? I decided to make a change because, how old was I? I'm 33 now, so that means I started my journey, I was like 31. I didn't like how I looked, and I didn't like how I felt. I felt like it, for me, and I want you guys to understand, I'm talking about myself, so I don't want you guys to think that I'm putting anyone down or talking about anyone else. For myself, I thought it was ridiculous that I couldn't even go up a couple of flights of steps without being like completely out of breath. Like, I just felt like that was completely unacceptable. To be 31 years old and I can't carry on a conversation and get from flights 1 to 2 without breathing hard, to me that was unacceptable. I just didn't want to do it anymore. To me, it was unacceptable that every time I get out of the car, I had a Dodge Charger at the time, and those cars sit very low to the ground. It's a nice car. I loved my Charger, loved my Charger, but because it's a sports car, it sat very, very, very low to the ground. So the fact that I was in pain to get out of the car because of my knees, because I was so big, I thought that was unacceptable. I thought that was ridiculous. Like, my knee should not hurt this much to get out of this car. Like, this is ridiculous. And I knew it was because of my weight. I shouldn't be 340 pounds at 6'3". And so I got tired of it. I didn't want to live like that anymore. I hated being overweight. I hated how, every time I went to get clothes, the size that I would get before no longer fits now. Like the last time, like for instance, like let's say I went and got a couple of dresses one year and I was a size, I don't know, 18. Now I'm going to get dresses and the 18s don't fit anymore. The 20 doesn't fit. I'm a size 22 now. What? You know what I mean? It's stuff like that. I have a whole closet full of clothes that I can't fit because I've gotten too big over the years. So that's why I decided to lose weight. I didn't like that shit no more. I didn't want to be like that no more. And you know how Facebook sends you like memories, like 10 years ago, you did this, right? I was sick and tired of seeing those damn memories. And I was like 100 pounds smaller. Like, it's like, thank you, Facebook, for reminding me that I did not always used to be fat. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I mean? I remember back in the day when I used to be able to look like this, you know, I was tired of that. I'm going to the gym now for 8 months just because I felt not enough for someone. Well, I guess I was not enough. I'm sorry to hear that, but that's actually good. I see, it's like you're using that for your motivation to keep going. I love it. That is great. Like the fact that something happened and you're using that to push yourself to do better and to be better. Like that's great. And that's the thing, like sometimes I want us to realize, don't always look at something happening as it happening to you. It's actually happening for you. You know what I mean? It's happening for you. So if you change your mindset, which is why I always preach the importance of having a strong mind when you decide to lose weight, because it's like, if you can just change your mindset on things, your journey is going to be so much easier, because it all starts in our head. Like, it really does. A lot of people don't even believe that they can lose weight. Like some people feel so lost and just feel so trapped in their bodies that they don't even think they're capable of losing weight. And if you don't think you're capable of doing something, you're not going to do it. And again, that goes back to your mindset. So that's why I always just stress the importance of mental health when it comes to anything in our lives, like anything that you want to do. If your mental health is not there, like you can forget about it. Like it's over. It's over for you because you don't even believe in yourself. And you know, before I even started losing weight, I decided to go and get counseling, and I still go to counseling to this day. I've been in counseling now for I want to say 2 years now. I've been in counseling for 2 years. So the first year of counseling, I was still overweight. It wasn't until that second year when I started, you know, healing through my traumas and things like that, that I was like, you know, I do love myself. I do want to live. I do want better for myself. And then I went on my weight loss journey. But I think everyone should be in counseling. Even if you don't feel like you have a trauma, there's things that you don't even realize that you're doing that actually is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. You know what I mean? I used to be a heavy drinker. I used to be a heavy smoker. I used to smoke marijuana all the time. I loved weed, still do, but I don't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I haven't drank in, I want to say like a year and a half. And I identify as a non-drinker. So when people are like, oh, you want to get a drink? I don't drink. Like that, I say that. It's not oh, I don't drink. Normally, I don't drink at all, period. Like I don't drink alcohol. But I used to be a very, very, very heavy drinker. And I was depressed. And I didn't realize that's what that was. I thought I was just having fun, right? Just turning up, right? Like, you know, just throwing them back. I was living life. No, I was actually really depressed and I didn't realize it. So that's what I'm saying. Going to counseling and working through stuff, you start to realize that a lot of things that you're doing, a lot of the ways that you carry yourself is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. So, you know, and I feel like in the Black community, it's like, I think it's getting better, but I feel like it's still, I don't want to say it's frowned upon to go to counseling, but I just feel like people kind of look at you weird. Like they think you're crazy or something if you say you go to counseling. It's like the stigma behind it. But going to counseling does not make you crazy, it makes you smart. Like, you know what I mean? Because you're not only do you start treating yourself better, you start treating other people better, right? And when you treat other people better, better things come to you. Like, that's how I really feel. So, you know, I used to be a very miserable person. Like, the person that you guys see today is not the person that you would have seen 3 years ago. Now I always have a smile on my face. Even when things go badly or whatever, I'm still very positive. So I want you guys to just understand that this is a process, okay? It is a process. You're not only changing your eating habits, you're changing your whole self, okay? So I want you guys to keep that in mind when you guys are on your journey. In my case, I was anorexic. I really needed to catch some weight and muscle in general. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm actually really glad that you turned that around for you. That's really good. That's really good. And that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of us, I feel like a lot of us have like things that are going on with us internally, and we have to fix it. Like, you have to get a grasp on it if you want better for yourself. You know what I mean? Do you guys have any other questions for me? I hope this live helped you guys. I hope that it motivated and inspired you guys to start your lifestyle change. That's why I never call it a diet. And you guys will hear me say this a lot. We are not on diets, okay? We are on lifestyle changes, because the way that we're changing our life is forever. We're going to always exercise, right? We're not just doing this till we drop our 20 pounds to go on vacation and then we back to our old weight. No, we're gonna always exercise. We're gonna always eat healthy, right? We're gonna always choose to eat fruits and vegetables. We're not just doing this to lose a little bit of weight and then back to our old routines, just to gain it back. And that's the problem. A lot of people look at these things as a diet. It's not a diet. When you do diets, what happens when you stop the diet? You know what I mean? Like, let's say you're doing a 30-day, I don't even know what kind of diets that are going on these days. Let's say you're on like a 30-day, you're like on a 30-day cleanse. What happens after the 30 days? Like, you know what I mean? Thank you so much. One day or day one. Right. Like, it's just kind of like, what happens after that? You know, you're probably going to gain all the weight back because you didn't change anything, but for that small period of time, you didn't change your mindset. You didn't adapt a new lifestyle. You are just doing it to drop as much weight as you can quickly so that you can do what? Maybe go on vacation or whatever, but you're gonna gain it back and then some. Like, you know what I mean? So I just really like to stress that this is not a diet. This is a lifestyle change, okay? Right, diets are hard to keep up with. Yes, and then it's just not, what's the word I'm looking for? You're not gonna be able to do that forever. You know what I mean? Like, to say you're never gonna eat carbs again is crazy. One, your body needs carbs, not simple carbs, like your cereals and your donuts and stuff, but the complex carbs, like your fruits and bread or, you know, stuff like that. Your body needs that. That's your first source of energy. So I don't know, you know, so I really just hope that you guys look at this and you guys reflect and you guys are just like, you know what, I just want to live healthy. I don't want to be on a fad diet. I want to just be healthy, you know? Exactly, I want to lose and keep it off. Yes, that's the problem. Losing weight is easy. It's difficult, but it's easy. Keeping it off is hard. That's why a lot of people always end up gaining their weight back, because they never adapted a new lifestyle. Once you realize this is forever, it becomes ingrained in you. And once it becomes ingrained in you, it becomes your routine. So even if, you know, you fall off for 2 weeks or whatever it may be, you know how to get back on track. You know what I mean? Whereas if you don't understand that, 2 weeks turns into a month turns into 6 months, and then 6 months turns into a year, and now you put on, what, 20 pounds or so, or more? So I want you guys to keep all of that in mind. Thank you guys so much for joining my live tonight. Sorry about the time. Although I feel like we had a good turnout tonight, so maybe the late night wasn't such a bad thing, right? Make sure you guys check out my memberships on YouTube. I have different tiers, offers different things. Also, make sure you guys check out my website. I am now offering online one-on-one coaching. So if you're interested in that, make sure you fill out a form. I will then be in contact with you so we can determine if I am a good fit for you. One thing I'm going to do is be on your ass, okay? If you tell me you want to lose weight, I'm going to make sure you lose weight. Now, I can't lose the weight for you, but I can be on you. I'm going to always make sure that, I'm in communication with you. We're gonna make sure that you have good exercise programs so that you're not feeling bored. You're doing something different. I'm gonna educate you on food. So it's just really important that you guys really dive into that, okay? And if you guys missed any of my other lives, they are on my YouTube channel. So definitely make sure you guys check those other lives out. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. I'm gonna schedule tomorrow night, so that way that we know what time we're gonna be chatting, okay? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.